Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Cinematics video session 261. So basically in today's video, we will cover the scenario 4. We will write the SQL query of the scenario 4, which we discussed how the resultant table will look like. And also we will try to cover the complete scenario 5 as well. So for the scenario 4, we already did this on the Excel sheet, this complete table. Now let me just rename this to scenario 4. And now, as we have understood, like here, it's starting from order, but also includes customer who is support, even if they never purchased. So we are going with this B, right? And we are going to take the C part as well. So it's like B, C will be a full join. And of course, after that, we will cover the A and D as well. So A and D will act like an enrichment over here. So for the scenario 4, this is how the co-group will look like. So let me just copy this whole thing from here. And since it's mentioned, start from orders, but also includes customers who is support. So here it will be, first it will be B. Okay. Here it will be C, full, and here it will be left, of course. I will have that A over here, which is fine again left, and finally the D1. Okay. So let's execute this and let's see if we are getting this final table which we got. So let me go to Analytics Studio. So as a first step, let me open one of the scenarios. I think we did the scenario 3, yeah. Just for reference purpose, of course, let me just add all the data sets. Now here it will be, as we can see over here, BCAD. So let me just write over here, B, C, A, and D. Okay. Here, of course, I will be starting with B, C, A, and D, and rest of the things feel is fine. So maybe let me run the query right now. Okay, so we are getting C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. I guess that's what we need as well. C1, C2, C3, C1, C2, C3, C5, C6. I think we got C4. Now C4 shouldn't be there. Let's see what is the issue over here. So here, okay, here it will be left. Fine. Here it won't be full. Here it will be left. I think that's what I have written in my notepad also, but somehow I missed over here. Yeah, full, then left. Yeah. So now it will be fine. So we will have, let it run. C1, C2, C3, C5, C6. Okay. C1, C2, C3. Yeah, that's correct. And we have got it completely over here, as you can see, right? These are the order amount. That is something which we can see over here as well. And the case count is also visible, which is fine. And finally, the campaign. Okay. So maybe I can save this as scenario 4, and I will save it in my SAQL app, customer engagement lifecycle. Now, let's come back to the scenario 5, which is the last scenario. Sales first view, but also include support driven and marketing customers. So let me just create a new sheet for this. Let me put it at last. Let me rename it as scenario 5. Let me just write that complete question over here. Maybe I can just merge it. Now let me copy the table as well, this complete table as it is. Okay, great. So as you can see here, sales first view, but also include support driven and marketing driven customers. So basically I need the complete orders details, but it's saying to also include the support cases as well as market driven. So I can clearly see it that it will be B, C, and D. So these are some things which is actually dictating the table, or these are tables which I compulsorily need. So whatever CID is present in orders, support cases, as well as marketing leads, all those will be definitely there. And the table A will act as an enrichment. Fine. So these three tables are going to drive this SAQL query. So one thing I can definitely write over here, that scenario 5, it will be nothing but cogroup. So B, C, and here it will be D, right? And here also it will be full. Okay. And here it will be A, right? Just one moment, guys. Just a moment. One, just let me share the screen. Okay. So now let me map that complete table. So here, let me just put my CID over here. And of course, I know this all will be there. So I will be having the C1, C2. Okay. Then C3 will be there. Cool. I will have the C4, C5, C6, C7, right? And the order amount, I can just place this first two over here. That is fine. 450 will be in fifth one, which is also fine. Then I will have the case count, of course, and 214. So here 2, 1 is in the third one. And for the sixth one, it will be here. Then I will have the campaign. So email, then webinar, C4, then ads. Okay, C7. Okay, that's strange why it's coming in that manner. So these are the things: C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. So all the CIDs are actually there. Fine. And that's the thing. So the sales first view is definitely there, but we are also including the support driven and marketing driven customers. So what I'm going to do is I can again just write the query very quickly. So here I will go for the customer master. I'm going to add the support cases, the orders first of all, then the support cases, and finally the marketing lead. We'll directly go to the SQL mode. Just copy this whole thing, paste it over here. I can copy this part portion as well. Okay. And of course, I can make the necessary changes over here. So I can just write D and A. I think rest of the things are fine. No changes are needed. So let me run the query. Some error has occurred. What it is saying, error at 97, Q equal to for each. Uh, okay, I think I didn't put the semicolon over here. Okay, let me run the query now. It's again saying an error. Q equal to for each. What's the issue after token A by CID? Q equal to. I think these are fine. B by cogroup B by CID full, C by CID full, B by. Okay, I missed one thing over here. A by CID. Yeah, I think now it's fine. Okay, so C1, C2, C3, C4. Yeah, we have got everything over here. So that is the complete query for this one, right? So definitely I can save this. I can write it as scenario 5. And I can save it in my SQL app. So yeah, finally we came to the end of this series. The final scenario had also been covered. And I hope you got to understand like how this complete steps work in a step-by-step manner. Because at the end of the day, you need to know that sometimes if some of your SQL is not working, or let's say you're not getting the desired result, it may not be due to that SQL which is there at fault, or it could be just that your logic is not in place. So understanding the logic and implementing that, it's in sync with how the SQL logic works, that is very important. So that is what we have done. So we understood this complete customer engagement lifecycle. We understood this complete scenario, like how we can fetch the records. And for each one of them, first we understood like how the mapping is done, right? Of course, in real time scenario, you will work with huge amounts of data, but from there also you can take certain samples. Let's say if the client is complaining that certain things are not working out, they are not able to see the appropriate result in the tables. Let's say some kind of sales is missing, or let's say it's not adding up correctly. In that case, you can take those samples and you can just do some manual kind of calculation. This is something which I have also done when I have been working for my clients and stakeholders, and this is something which you also need to do. And once you understood like what will be the final result, how the logic is happening, how certain tables are basically acting as the dominant tables, where they are adding to that SQL part, and what are the tables which are just enriching that. Okay, so there will be certain tables which will just act as an enrichment, and certain tables will be there which will have a dominant role to play, which will actually decide whether those CIDs should survive or not, right? So that's the thing. And after that, you can definitely decide like what kind of co-group you need to go. So when you are joining these four tables, when you will have the full, after that, when is the left part coming in, when you will have the full as well as once again full, full left. So we have covered all these scenarios, as you can see, and this is the way you need to check out for this co-group part. Okay, so yeah, that's it about it, and let's meet very soon in our next one. Thank you.